Oh. Actually, wait. Maybe. Okay, let's move me up something first. Or, cool. We've been recording. Okay. Hey guys, it's Gwent. Today we are finally bringing you Pizza Face, Gastromancer, Gastrom, Gastromancer, Gastromancer. I don't know how you say it. Anyway, I have been working very hard on this deck for a while. If you've been by the streams, I usually start the weekend streams with like a deck I'm trying to like tinker with, trying to like get working. It has not gone well. I'll just say in the least with this deck. I don't recommend this deck. I'm the one piloting it. I'm the one playing it. I don't recommend this deck. At least not in Brawl. If you want to play like a version of this deck, because I don't think I have any, if any at all, um, cards that are alchemy cards. So like you could recreate. Oh wait, I have the gates, the Baldur's Gate D&D gates. So like the lands might be a little bit hard, but really and truly they very rarely come up. Um, and you can't run prime time. Say la vie, such is life. But you can like if you have like a pod you want to play with and you just find the idea of Pizza Face funny, you could totally get away with this deck. I think. Um, I don't know the price on all of these cards, granted, but you know, and like I said, I mean, Terminus to Return is probably pretty expensive. Now that I think about it. Anyway, the whole goal of this deck is to kind of, oh, not die, really and truly. So Pizza Face, sorry, let's just let's just cut to Pizza Face. Let's just talk about Pizza Face as a card. As a card, okay. He is a 5 mana 2/4 that when he enters, he creates a food token. Okay, it's not great. It's not great. Like just starting off, not good. You typically for 5 mana want your cards to be doing more than just making a 2/4 and making something that you have to spend more mana on to heal you 3. He doesn't even reduce the cost of the pizza or like the food. I'm sorry, the food. doesn't reduce their activation cost, which is like something that like I don't understand why he doesn't. Maybe that was too good in testing. I don't know. But he has a key, like a ability keyword that's like in the TMT set, disappear at the beginning of your instep. If a permanent left the battlefield under your control this turn, put 3 +1/+1 counters on up to 1 target artifact or creature. If it isn't a creature, it becomes a 0/0 mutant creature in addition to its types. So what that means, that's a lot of words. What that means is you put 3 +1/+1 counters on something. If you target an artifact that is not a creature, so a non-artifact creature, aka the food tokens, or a treasure token, or a clue token, or whatever token, right? It turns it into a creature and its base stats become 0/0, and then it animates it. So that means what you really want is the turn that you slam Pizza Face down is you want to have something leave your battlefield, sacrificing it, having it bounce back to your hand somehow, things like that. We are in Golgari colors, okay? Yeah, Golgari. We don't have the luxury of like flickering, right? Typically these colors are more sacrifice oriented, like death and things like that. So, and like there's a lot of things you can do to make stuff leave the battlefield on your side, right? And it doesn't matter what it is, it just has to be a permanent. Okay, that is so key. That's why we're running so many of these little like sacrifice grab a lands, because being able to just slam down at sacrifice land, pop it, and slam down Pizza Face just to activate Pizza Face is so nice. That being said, we are running some other stuff that kind of interacts with Disappear. A big one being Super Shredder. Super Shredder's kind of like been a really good card. I've been really shocked at like how consistently strong Super Shredder has felt in this deck, because it's any permanent on either side of the battlefield. So that even happens with like your opponents. If your opponents are playing a bunch of like fetch lands or creating a bunch of tokens that they want to sacrifice, so like treasures and things like that, Super Shredder counts those too. Also, if you swing in and they block with a bunch of 1/1s, if you have a way to save Super Shredder and they jam them all to try to block Super Shredder, you have a way to like pump him up just a little bit, just enough, just a slight bit to survive that combat. He gets huge off that. I had a game where I was playing against a Shrine deck. It wasn't Heibai, it was Goshen Tai. And they had a bunch of 1/1s. I swung in with Shredder. They sent like all the 1/1s to block Shredder, and I just pumped him up like with a 1/1. Like I gave him +1/+1 somehow. I don't remember how. And he went from like a 3/3 to like a 8/8 because they blocked him so hard. Like so many things died that combat. We are running Fog, we are running Darkness because our life total kind of get like we need like a turn typically to survive. You could argue running the One Ring. I didn't want to run the One Ring, mostly because one, I kind of find it very. Actually, we really could run the One Ring. What would I cut for it? I don't know what I would cut. If you see a game where like I'm running the One Ring, you know why now. Because we do have ways to sacrifice artifacts. Continuing on, we have Rat King Reminister. He is a really silly card. So he has the disappear at the beginning of your instep. If a permanent left the battlefield under your control this turn, create a 1/1 black rat creature token and then put a +1/+1 counter on Rat King. Pretty self-explanatory, right? Something leaves, he creates a 1/1 that you can use for later turns to like sacrifice or to do with his other ability, which is you tap him, sacrifice 3 rats. He is a rat, by the way. Return target creature card and all other cards with the same name as that card from your graveyard to the battlefield. We're in Commander. We're in Commander rules. So unless you're playing a deck that has like, Heir Apparent, or I think it's Rat Colony. That's the one that like you can put in as many as you want. Um, that like clause of all other cards with the same name isn't really gonna like be applicable. But sacrificing 3 rats in a deck where you want to be sacrificing things anyway to go and get something that like might have ended up in your graveyard, like a prime time, is pretty good, right? Just like sacrificing 3 things to like go and get your another piece of like your value engine or things like that. He hasn't been super great in the decks. Like I'm still like maybe I'm still coping, but like his just token generation's been really strong. We are running Witch's Oven plus Cauldron Familiar. Generating food tokens is kind of just like our thing. Kind of just like the way it goes. Savvy Hunter, Tainted Treats. Tireless Provisioner is just like an all-around good elf green card. Evolution Witness, so it's really cool. Evolution Witness, you can put the +1/+1 counters on Pizza Face and get back a permanent, right? Yeah, a permanent card from your graveyard, right? Or you can just adapt her for 2. It's just like a good like, hey, I want this back, right? So that can get you back like a Virtue of Persistence if that ends up in your grave, or a Grave Pact, or whatever, a Liliana of the Dread Horde. I've like tinkered with Planeswalkers in this deck. A lot of return or resurrection effects are creature focused. We are running a Blood on the Snow, to be clear, which can get us back. And we are running Snowlands. I don't know if you saw. We are running Snowlands. Running 6 snow forests, 4 snow swamps, and the Woodland Chasm, so we can get up to 11. So like we can get back almost anything in our deck if we cast Blood on the Snow. If in theory. Very rarely do you actually want to get back like Liliana of the Dread Horde that way. It's possible though. It's entirely possible. We are running Lash Ronin. It does get you back a thing, and it is a board clear. It's kind of been iffy, in my opinion, because that 3rd chapter, you have to have something on the board, and you just nuke the board. So you have to get something back on the board pretty quickly. We are running Vat of Rebirth. This card has been insane because it counts creatures and artifacts. So if you're sacking like, so if, let's say Pizza Face, okay. Also, there's a little bit of text left on Pizza Face. 10 mana, tap, sacrifice Pizza Face, you gain 15 life. That's come up like once or twice in a game. 10 mana is a lot of mana, let's be honest, even in Commander. But let's say Pizza Face dies. I believe it counts Pizza Face as 2. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. It might count him as 2. I think it just counts him as 1. Like reading the card. It should just be 1. I don't know. Anyway, you're popping treasures, you're popping food tokens, you're sacrificing stuff. Vat of Rebirth usually can go get you back a thing. Creature only. Let's keep that in mind. But yeah, I think I've kind of given you like a general idea of the deck. Sir Conrad is just like a decent way to like close out the game if we need to. Doubling Season, if Doubling Season sticks, it's kind of insane. Yigra often carries really hard, but then also becomes like a detriment because it doesn't have trample. And I don't have any way to give it trample, as far as I'm aware. Like, I'm looking through the deck, and I don't think I have anything that's like, hey, give this creature trample. We are running Sephiroth because we do sacrifice a ton. But Eager can just, like, become, like, a big wall. I've had games where, like, I've just had a huge fucking Yigra, and my opponent's just been like, Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. I'm just not going to attack you. I lost because I didn't have like a ton of like card generation, card cycling, and my opponent just kept like going through their deck. But still, it was really funny. But Igra can get very big very fast. So like if you're needing to get a very big body, like against like a big stompy deck, Igra might be the card you need. Binding, Assassin's Trophy, um, Casualties of War, just good Golgari removal, if I'm being honest. Um, this deck is very, very weird. Like, very, very weird because it's trying to do a lot of different things at once, in my opinion. Um, because Pizza Face makes food and is himself a food creature, an artifact creature, um, he you might be inclined to think, oh, food based strategies, but like that doesn't entirely really work with Pizza Face because you can't use him as a food token, or like he counts for like sacrificing food tokens, but you can't use his sacrifice ability. Um it's just kind of weird. It's just kind of interesting. But then you also have the 3+1/+1 counter, so you might be inclined to go in the direction of like a scales deck. Except you really want to be sacrificing all of your stuff. So you don't end up with like a big board because you're sacrificing your stuff, right? Um and so like typically, at least for me, it's just ended up with me animating the food tokens and having a food token. Um you'll see the games. You'll see the games. Let's get into the games. Just don't keep two lands. Just make sure you have like 5 lands in hand. Sure. It's a board wipe, I guess. Now you might be like, Gwent, why aren't you playing Yara? I don't have them, and I wanted to make a deck around Pizza Face. I probably should have grabbed the Surveil land, actually. I'm just like incredibly tilted. It doesn't matter what I grab. So Rat King pops off. Rats. We are rats. I think Rat King's like actually like a really good card. I don't think he wants to be like in an all rat deck. Like I keep seeing people like try to put him in, but I don't think he's half bad. I'm gonna station with the other one. I can block with a 1/1, my dude. In fact, some might argue I should block with the 1/1 instead of the 2/2. Okay, they chicken out. Coward. Ooh, Gilded Goose. Ah. So next turn we could play Bristlebud. Or Conduit of Worlds. If we play Conduit, I mean, we can get these back, but like... And there's Nesting Doll. Or Twitching Doll, my bad. Which one is this one? Oh, yeah. Cool. Let's see how many hit lands. I feel like that's pretty. Yeah, that's not like copium, but that seems pretty copium. Okay, so I want this food token to I mean, not yeah, this food token to disappear. Because I want another rat. I want another rat. The Rat King grows. Next turn we can play. I mean, we could play Doubling Season, I guess, instead. Eh. Eh. We're staring down a lot of stuff. I kind of wanted to. Not to mention, we can just swing with Bristlebud, sacrifice the food, potentially hit a death. I mean, hit a land drop, play Doubling Season without having to use this treasure token. The longer we can hold on to this treasure token, the better. Because that's mana. Uh-oh, the mana dork's tap. Okay. In retrospect. Nah, there's no retrospect. They really want Evendo. Is that how you say it? I know it's they really want that word. So what's in my grave? Nothing important. Nothing. Oh wait, why it doubles the? Oh yeah, it doubles the counter. I forgot. I was like, wait, did it just happen twice? No, it doubles the +1/+1 counters. That's why Doubling Seasons in this deck. Dummy. Duh. That is a big Rat King, dude. Creature can't be blocked. Why would you make this? Innkeeper's Talent. I do have 6 mana. If I need to, I can blow up the board, but like, I don't really want to. You want to put... I really need to find Binding. And just destroy Innkeeper's Talent more than anything. Okay. Owie. Excuse me, sir. May I put you your bog? I think we swing with Bristlebud, see what we find. Hey, there's Binding. And also just get Bristle Bud back off of Rat King. It's really kind of funny. Go for it, dude. I just wanted to find binding. Oh, right. It turbos. Because of doubling season. Eh. Now we Bajuka their bog. Why? Because I'm evil. Mwahaha. It's a big rat king. That is a big rat king, dude. Why would you do this? Why would you? I guess you are generating sanguine bonds. Has anyone told you that you're a mean, stinky poo-poo head lately? Aquarius form. So they have 2 cards in hand. I'll just pay 3. I doubt you have protection. There we go. I mean, they can replay him, right? 5, 6, 7, 8. But he can't swing. And they don't have the enchantment back. Which is kind of the goal. The goal was to, like, stop them from getting the enchantment. Also, Conduit of Worlds plus Binding of the Old Gods is about to be gross. Ugh.
Phyrexia must be nurtured.
Ew. Why would you do this? Stinky. You're stinky. You're gross, dude. What the fuck? You just play this now. They're out of... Oh, wait. Nissa has artifact destruction. I mean, they might not realize that we can do it. I don't know, it depends. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's non-land permanent, so we could. This only gets back creatures. Oh, wait, it has Death Touch. Oh, wait. It has Death Touch. It has Death Touch. Makes sense. Makes sense. Eh. Excuse me. Yes. I forgot that's how that works. Teehee. Meow. Beware the cat. Beware the kitty. Beware the cauldron from Million Dollar. So yeah, now Nis is down to 2. Are you hitting doubling season instead of Conduit Worlds? I think that's incredibly sus. They're thinking. Thinking. They hit that, so we are going to just create a food token. By a food token, I mean 2. Teehee. And you're about to be like, but what about combat? You're about to take 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm not. I have darkness in hand. Actually, I will. I'll take that. What? Why don't you full swing? Coward? Full swing at me, coward. Oh, I take 4. I forgot about Sanguine Bond. Yo, mama. Oh, why would you do such a thing? Yarok's desecrating again. That's a nice board. Mm-hmm. Any second now. There we go. Ooh, Bear Bloom Bear. I'm actually gonna get Goose back, oddly enough. Because I can play it immediately. Get these god dang lands out of my... I really wish you could choose to not have doubling season put 2 on there, but oh well. So Nissa. Okay. Why? But why? Like, Cridle's a good card. Don't get me wrong. Rude. Did you think I didn't have a basic? I'm a basic bitch. So that does activate disappear. In case anyone was curious. Good luck blocking this. Oh, that's a big goose. I forgot.
Resistance is greater than expected.
That's a big goose. Doubling season's so good. That's a big goose. Yeah. That's fine. Oh no, my mana rock. I lost my mana rock, guys. All right, you do gain life. Okay, fair enough. Sure. The cat is seriously here just to get just absolutely blasted into smithereens. Parry this, you filthy casual. I can do X equals 2 on Mutagen Man, making 2 little tokens. 4 tokens, my bad. Doubling season. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, I didn't consent to this. Hold up. Well, there goes. I feel violated. What's in the yard? Bitterbloom? Bristlebud? Just nuke this guy from orbit. Wise choice, wise choice. Could I have won that round? I don't know. Yes, make this last gross food token food. I mean, a thing.
My will cannot be broken.
So... No head? Nothing I can do. Oh no, my Mugen Man's a treasure. Yeah. Cool. Like, thanks, CGB. Kavero the Mind Bitten. I actually don't blame CGB for that deck. It would have come around anyway. I mean, sure, I could have somehow had removal. I just didn't draw into it. I have literally multiple cards in my deck that could have dealt with Wrath and Mikey. Copium. Where's Mutant? There it is. That's what I was looking for. The issue with that deck is that, like, it's not Wrath and Mikey, it's just the inevitability. Eventually they will just get... Okay. They will just get an Eldrazi. Either off the top from the attack. You sure you want to do that, bud? Yeah, I have a reanimate. You just put it together? I don't care if that has protection for multicolor. Okay. It gains you life off non-basics. Seems good. They just have, like, either Ulamog comes down off of Wrath and Mikey, or they hard cast it, which means that they get the hard cast effect off of Wrath and Mikey, which is even better for them. So, and the only way you win is, like, by being a blue deck that has, like, all the counter spells in the world. So, or you just oops all counter spells, oops all removal. Which, like, cool. That seems like a fun deck. Smile. Yes, let's give the thing with protection from multicolor protection from everything else too. I don't have another black source, so I'll take other. And, like, yeah, I'm still griping about this game, and I'm sure this deck is going to do something very obnoxious very fast. Is it just Kavero? Kavero is an annoying card. Sacrifice the food! Cool. Excuse me? Gain a life. Why do I have to hit resolve on that? No, I don't want them to gain a lot. Like, I played the land. So Pizza Face can activate here. You're so fun, dude. You're so fun. What is this deck? More importantly, why is this deck? My brother in Christ, you're playing Pavero. Resolve. Probably one of the more busted cards currently in standard. I'll pay the 2 life. Yes, yes, gain a life. God. Huh? Oh, I see it now. Okay. I was like, excuse me? I could have flashed this in. I don't really care. Here comes the One Ring. I think something's happening outside. Also, Bitterbloom Bear is a lot more vulnerable than Bitterbloom Blossom. Just by the very nature. Why didn't this happen? think my opponent AFK'd. Just said, fuck this shit, I'm out. Another Yarok deck. I don't really have... This isn't really a great hand. I have, like, yeah, there's removal, there's late game stuff. But, like... And, like, I kind of have to keep it, don't I? Rude. I'll put on music. You cool if I put on music? I'm gonna put on music. No reason to have it come in untapped. So it's really cool because Dockside can sacrifice himself. Interesting graphics. We're gonna flash in Bitter Bloom Bear. God, it's a tongue twister. Is it entering and... Oh yeah, it's entering and leaving. Okay. I've never seen that card. It's not great. Better. Also a resource when you're in black. So Casualties of War, we can only hit at 1 enchantment. Why would you do this? What the hell, dude? Board? What board? They seem screwed on blue. That doesn't bode well. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, you need a green. Castle Lock Moon on top.
I do hope you
Sacrificing.
understand deciding
Thank
that
you.
yours will be a fate worse than undeath.
I don't control a token.
Time to wake up and smell the decay.
So draw 3 here.
Death is such an effective tool.
I mean, a board out of nowhere is not anything to sneeze at. Okay. That is indeed a prime time. So go get yourself some blue. You earned it. In all fairness, they did. So what to say, that's mighty bold of you to assume that that prime time is going to live. Resolves. Oh. Okay.
Don't speak ill of the undead.
I think I just discard Blacksun's Twilight here If we can get to 10, we might have been at 10. I wasn't paying attention. But if we can get to 10, we can heal for 15 off of pizza days. Are you sure you want to do that? Okay. So destroyed 2 of my tokens.
Necromancy is a lot like plucking turnips.
So I mean, I draw 2 cards off of this. I hope they realize that.
My paths give me strength. Time to get my hands dirty. I do quite enjoy necromancy.
So here's a really cool loop you can do. I guess I will take a
Smell.
land. Thank you for asking. Is there anything in the yard I really actually want? Bitter Bloom Bear? So no. Make this a creature, so that way it gets all the benefits of being a creature. Okay. This happens twice, right? Yeah. And trample. It's a bit annoying. They just draw a card, right? Yeah. It's not you. It's not like you draw 1 for each. Ooh, blood on this gnome. So we can gain 15 off of pizza face.
No way but my way. You've reached an
Oh yes, I would love a Terminus over Terminus. I'm gonna exile Reassembling Skeleton. I don't really need it this game. Yeah, that's fine. Full-time Monument. It's a pretty good card. Or so I hear. So 2 islands. They really want blue. So they're equidistributing it. The thing is that Terminus is... Oh, thank you for buffing my shredder. You're so kind. The thing is that Terminus is online. The Soulstone. We're just gonna end up staring at each other longingly.
Time to get my hands dirty.
Let's get you back. Seems good. Thing is, we haven't hit like any of our big stuff. I mean, I guess we have to make the big stuff as well. I mean, I'm just gonna keep doing this.
Yours would be a fate worse than undeath. Ooh, time to wake up and smell the decay. This is more enjoyable than slaying demons.
Back to the Stone Age with ye. Do you have an actual play? Okay. That just buffs my shredder. I really don't want to attack with this Death Touch currently running around. Like, we are engineering. We are doing the things, which feels good. Feels good. Broken Bond. E. Oh, JK, I can just do this. I don't know if they realize that. I have to. It's a stim. It's a stim. I'm stimming. So Yara gets bigger. He can attack this turn, right? Yeah. And they cowered out.
Death is such an effective tool.
What's up?
Necromancy is a lot like plucking turnips.
I have so many board wipes in hand. Wait, can I harness the... Oh my god, I can. And Swinger gets swung on. Right. The longer I delay, like, I can't be afraid. Like, they're 100% blocking with Yarok here, right? You have to block with two things. Why haven't you blocked with your R? Do you think you can... I understand that like it doesn't have trample, but like... Also, if I Toxic Deluge now, I'm just gonna draw like a billion cards, so... Maybe back a permanent, I guess. I'll trade a land for a permanent. They're both permanents. Don't listen to me. Sexual tension between me and this guy. What does this do? Draw a card. Okay. So it's an everything land. I'm happy for you. Like, you do realize my Liliana is about to go like old. And just send you back to the Stone Age. Quite literally, because you sacrifice all of your lands as well. If they try to do anything scary, I have Fog in response. And I doubt that they've run. We've seen no counter spells actually. Okay. And they have nothing in exile. As odd as that is. How do I win from here? Giving Super Shredder trample? God, I wish I could. This is where like a tutor would come in handy. And this isn't a case of like if I had one. There's 1 in 60 cards, right? Yeah. I just don't have like Grim Tutor. I have like Shredder's Technique. No, Splinter's Technique. And Dig Up. You want to flicker that. Go for it. You are just making my dude bigger. Are you looking for removal? Go for it, dude. My Super Shredder is huge. Like, and all you've done is draw cards, which is important. It is a very important aspect of this game. But so now a board wipe is less appealing, but we also have like multiple. I can just get this back. I'm going to meat hook for 9. Everyone welcome Hashi to the stream. We're going to draw a billion gajillion cards. But Super Shredder's gonna get just swole as hell.
My packs time that you've reached and death is such no way but my way.
That's a swole fucking shredder. This dude's been hitting the gym, you know what I'm saying?
You get used to the smell.
Yeah, it's the last time I could do that. Discard
Time to wake up
3.
and smell the decay.
That is a 30-30 shredder. And dude, if you can kill me off of that, at 2 life with all the mana you have, with nothing on board that gives you haste, Godspeed. Your commander doesn't even give stuff haste. I don't think life is gonna save you here. I'm not trying to be a dick, but I found the win con, guys. Turns out if you just take Shredder to the fucking gym. Oh, hey, there's Yark. Hey, Yark, how you doing? How's it hanging, bud? Oh, hey, there's Gray. Yeah, it's 4. I think you're focusing too much on life gain there, Buckaroo. Neoform, sack, make Super Shredder bigger, and heal me. Thank you. Thank you for the heals. I don't think Masker Worm is the thing you wanted there, buddy.
I do quite enjoy.
Like, yeah, I take quite a bit of
More like
damage.
hacks. Necromancy is a lot like plucking turnips.
Okay, well. GG. I was not. That's a Mossborn Hydra. I ain't about that life. Yeah, it makes sense. Why are you hissing at me, girl? That's a lot of mana. Okay. You need 5 mana for that. Okay, so annoyingly, can't believe I have to do this. Ooh. This is about to be the weirdest fucking turn ever. My brother in Christ, I have protection from everything. I fully admit that was a really weird turn. Here's Mikey. Chinook's just got a fat fucking ass, dude. 1-5? That's a big booty. They're mathing. Please don't math. Please stop mathing. You can only do that as a sorcery, brother man. Okay. Okay. What's in my grave? Not a lot of good stuff. Okay. Stocking the pantry. Maybe you should have played Mikey first. Yeah, just a thought. I have no idea who this is. If this is like a streamer or something, I have no idea who they are. Okay. Mikey is now a 3-3. I still don't have... Oh, I do have, actually. cool. I want my card. It's indestructible, bro. Cool. Nothing disappeared this turn? Whoops. Okay, so here's a Realm Reborn. Hold on. Does this work the way I think it does? How big does that make it? 6/6? They only have trample until the end of... Yeah, they only have trample and vigilance until the end of the round. Did you realize that, right? Ooh, fuck, I want that. Okay. Before we do anything else. You've served your purpose. Hmm. Two lands. That's not too bad. Ow. You didn't declare it as a block. Oh, there you go. Okay. I thought we were past that stage. So it gets +8/+8. I mean, does that really matter? Okay. You want to make it big. Your stuff doesn't have trample. And you have no mana now. Actually. Oh wait, the +1/+1 doesn't go on to Boroid, it goes on to Wildborn. Okay. I thought the +1/+1 went on Boroid. Your stuff still doesn't have trample. What is your... okay. Danger. Well, Robinson, danger. So, what if I do this? I can only do that so many times. I'm running out of mana. I genuinely have too many cards in hand. Here's Mikey. You don't have trample still. Still missing trample. I ain't targeting your stuff. He's putting it together. My turn. Yeah, take one. Ooh. Voices, please. Pointer. My goal is to ruin your day, apparently. Mill. Great food token. That's a fact. Sacrifice something. Isn't it beautiful? I'm gonna sacrifice you, because I don't want to deck out. This might be evil. We might have finally reached our like peak ultimate evil form. I am running out of mana fast. I think Stan the Man has given up. R.I.P. Stan the Man. I didn't mean to break you, my dude. I'm sorry. Hate the player, not the game. I mean, hate the game, not the player. Look at this very carefully crafted deck in this bin. It's such a shame. Really and truly, it's such a shame. Why are you running ninjutsu, my dude? Just because ninja? 'Cause, 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 this disappear? This has 22 counters on it. He's here. He just highlighted my food. This is the saltiest salt rope I've ever seen. Draw a card. Death comes for us all, Stan the Man. Oh, this is evil. Holy sh! His whole deck is in his graveyard. Oh, that's the thing you don't like. Okay. I don't. You probably should have. You've had that for how long? He's not gonna like what happens next, I'm afraid. Sure. I don't think you should have played that. Your life total matters very little. I hope you realize that. It's not casting a spell. Where is my... There it is. Isn't it beautiful? Draw a card. Got 23 left in the deck. 21. I'm sorry, 21 left in the deck. Holy shit, that was funny. Uh-huh. You can have Mikey all you want, buddy. You earned it. You earned it. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. This is just kicking a man while he's down, you know what I'm saying? Which one's it gonna be? Is it gonna be Sirach or is it gonna be Michelangelo? Okay, bye Mikey. I knew you well. His life total really doesn't matter at this stage of the game. Where is it? I have a random ass treasure token. Oh boy, here come Mikey. I'm sorry. You know what? Good for you. Good for you. Stand up to me, please. Okay. This is where he has like Crater Hoof and he's gonna be able to like here, I think you need another card. Does he have an he has enchantments. Oh, this is evil. I'm just gonna put this guy out of his misery. Okay. Hey guys, it's me. This is probably coming at the end of the video. I just wanted to say thank you so much for anyone who has watched or has clicked on the video and watched any amount of it. I really didn't think people would watch some of these, um, but some of them have actually like taken off in a way that like I didn't expect, and so I'm really really grateful. I just wanted to express that, and it's not like a ton, so I'm not like humble bragging or whatever, but it's still just really great, and I'm really thankful, and I'm really happy about it, and so I just wanted to express that. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. Toodles.